G'day, I'm Keeonra and I am from Keeonra Music, which is my own business because it's me and my name and stuff with things. Hello there. I hope you're well, wherever you are, whenever you are, and everything is going swimmingly for you. It's kind of okay here. So there you go. I'm streaming from Perth, Western Australia, the most remote capital city in the world. Just thought I'd share. We're going to look at, if you join me, we're going to look at another QTube Q film thing, which they have provided to the QTube community, which is anyone. There's a link in the clicky bits below in the description to the QTube website, and you can find out all about getting access to their free film libraries. But if you like them, the little bits of film to be a little bit better quality to add to your portfolio to become a professional composer, or you're like me, well, maybe I might become a professional composer when I grow up one day. Really? I'm just going to be me. I'm never growing up. So anyway, but I may do professional composing or music and sell stuff. Maybe. Who knows? I could get better at this. I don't think I'm making people's ears bleed, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is Ashley HM. Welcome, my friend. I hope you are doing well. I am a Patreon of the QTube. It's the only one I am a Patreon of. I have given little bits of money where I can to those creators who are doing excellent work on the YouTubes. As Pete Johns would say, he's another creator or educator. He likes to be referred to as an educator. Must respect that. Lots of people do lots of different things. There's so much talent out there. So much hard work goes into a lot of this by a lot of people, and I think that's wonderful. I have the buy me a coffee thing because I really like coffee, and if you choose to, you can, but you don't have to. The link again is in the clicky bits below. But as I was saying, I'm a patron through Patreon words of the QTube because I am a firm believer in education. Education is the key to everything, I think, in life. If you have the opportunity, and I acknowledge that there are people in the world that do not have the opportunity, and it breaks my heart. I really think that is a human right, is to have education. Some people don't get that opportunity. I have a degree in psychology and I worked hard for that, and I do not take that lightly. I respect that I put in the effort and I got it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it now, but it took me so long. But I'm doing research in music psychology. But anyway, I digress. I do that a lot, don't I? Anywho, I'm glad you're well, Ashley HM. Thank you. Yes, I'm not noticing my chat tonight, am I? I'm just a bleh. So, on that happy note, how about we get into some music, because I am going to go absolutely from scratch. Just open a new project and show you what I get as the premium level of patron for the QTube. Now, as I say, you can get the free version of this video, but it is of a lesser quality. It's the same stuff. So it's the same visuals and same audio. And I'm not sponsored by the QTube at all. I just agree with their ethos of providing composers and others with the opportunity. And I think that's what matters most, is having opportunity, giving everyone the same or similar opportunity. All right. So I have not even imported the video yet, but what I will refer to, I won't disclose it because I have access to that as a higher level, but I will talk through as I go through the process of putting the markers in of what they've suggested for the cues. So they've tried to make it realistic as if you were a working composer as to what a film producer or director may provide you with as a film composer, with what their creative cues would be as far as the spotting sheet is concerned. So at the high level of paying, you get the spotting sheet, so it gives you a more real life experience in this sort of practice environment. And as a vocal coach, I'm all about practice. That's the only thing that's going to get you better. And the most important one is making mistakes. We learn from those the most. That's how our brains work. Magic. Wonderful stuff. That's enough rambling. Let's get on to some music. Hey, alrighty. So let's press some magic buttons and hope that things happen. I will put a link. I'll pin it to the comments below after the live stream. There was talk about a Stress-off sampling having a celebratory thing about being old and stuff. So many years. I didn't quite pay attention, and I only remembered it about 30 seconds before I pressed go live here. And I was like, oh yeah, I was going to do that. But they have a free Steinway grand piano. I think it's available for a limited time. I'll put the link, as I say, in the clicky bits below. While you're there, like, subscribe, ring the cowbell. But you can also, I'll put the link to download on their website, and it works apparently with the free version of Contact, and you can download it through Native Access if you have Native Instruments account. Now to the music. Okay, let's do this. Let's get on with it. Okay, so I have, look at this. Nothing. I have nothing. That's right. I have nothing. I have not even started. So here we are with a brand new project in Cubase. So we are going to start with importing the video. So up here we go. We go File, and we go Import and Video File. And here we have QTube, and I've got Penguins Pro, and it's this one here, 1080.mp4, and open. And this is what comes up. All right, and we just go with it. It's 48 kilohertz. It's doing stuff with things. We trust it. It's okay. Let's hit okay. And there we go. And what it does is it gives us the video, the visual, and the audio as a separate track. But if you actually just double click that from Windows Explorer, as I am a PC person, however that looks for you in the Mac type environment, whatever works for you, then all you need to do is you can double click on that and you will have the visual and the audio in your video player on your computer and stuff. But in here, it automatically splits it. So I have done Shift F, which is a wonderful thing, because if we expand that and we get the whole thing, and rather than trying to drag it all back again, just hit Shift F and it makes it fit your screen, which is awesome. I like little shortcuts and things like that. Shift F, pretty cool. And I'm remembering J, snap grid on and off. Look up here, J. And oh, here's another one. If we go like this and draw out our range of the things with the dooflickies, and I always like a little bit on the end, and we hit the slash key on the that's the / on our number keypad. You have one of those? It turns the loop on and off. Look at that. I am remembering all the shortcuts. Saves you time if you can remember those. Can't remember stuff like me? Well, yeah. You have the 8DIO Steinway piano. Only demo version though, but it's excellent. Sounds amazing. I really do like 8DIO's products. I've got a few of their choirs. I really want to do a choir sort of, not comparison per se, but just a video to hear all the choirs and really get into that. Or maybe I'll put choirs into this. Let's have a look at the video and find out what this is like, because I have no idea. I just no clue. No clue. I've seen little bits of it. I haven't looked at it. Should we look at the video and find out what it's like? And that way we can also test to see if I've got the audio set up too. So F8 brings up the video player and we can quarter size and half size, and I think that'll be big enough for us. And then we can press a little button up here, play. If we hit number 1 on the keyboard first, it goes right back to the beginning, and press play, start, or enter there. Oh, and we don't want the metronome. We'll turn that off down here. Okay, so here we go.
In one of the harshest environments on Earth, adaptation is essential for survival.
That is a little bit loud. Let me just. Why? That one. Let me just turn that down. It's a little bit loud. Okay, let's see if that works.
These are Adelie penguins,
There we go.
a species native to the icy waters of the Southern Ocean. Despite living in one of the harshest environments on Earth, Adelie penguins are highly adapted to life in the cold. Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water. They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat. Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish. They can dive to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time. In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young. The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders. The females lay a single egg, which both parents take turns incubating and protecting until it hatches, and the circle of life continues.
Excellent. Alrighty. So, haven't started yet, and it's due in a few days. Last week I did an all-nighter. I'm not doing it again. I'm going to keep it really simple this time. Oh, dear. Time is one of those funny things, and I think sometimes you can be really try too hard. Maybe, keeping it simple is probably the best. Anywho, look, yeah, the video is really cool. I really enjoy this one. I've always wanted to do a documentary type one. So this is again something different, something that challenges me, something you get me to think about stuff, and that's why I thought about that piano. But I haven't downloaded it yet, of course. So I might have it downloaded in time by tomorrow morning's stream. I will be putting that up shortly after this stream. So, notification bell and all that sort of thing. Cowbell. So I should do that with the metronome settings. I can't remember where it is, but I should make it a cowbell. I think I should. Now, somewhere on here is a setting for the video, and I can't remember. So this is why I usually set everything up beforehand, because otherwise I'll have to go over to my other screen, which you can't see, and for very good reason, because I'm going to Google stuff. Which I'm okay with, because this is how we work stuff out. So add time to video. Now, see, I usually, not time signature, add a video track. No. I usually write little notes, and I've got little post-it notes, and that's what I was looking at before. Little post-it notes with all little tips and tricks on there. So I didn't make a note, did I? This is live, folks. This is live. This is what happens when it's live. I wanted to get the time on. And the internet has decided to be slow. Time code. That's what I want. Video player setup page in the studio setup. All right, let's try that. Studio setup. Video is in here somewhere, is it? Oh yeah, video player. Show time code. See? Couldn't be any easier than that, could it? Guess what? Until I commit things to memory, my desk is going to have another post-it note. So, hey, studio. That's the way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Studio setup. I'm so old-fashioned, aren't I? Studio setup. Video player. Until I get used to it. At least then I can see it. It's handy. I don't need to Google stuff every time. And I can get this right. And do you know what would be a good thing for me to do? Is to set that up to a hotkey. I wonder if there is one. There may be one. I need to find that out. Don't know. Shall we do that together? Maybe. Okay. So there we go. So that puts the time on. Isn't that clever? Then we can take it off again. So I'm thinking there is a way to do that. Tomorrow. Join me tomorrow's stream, and we'll have a bit of a listen to that free piano, and I'll have that set up in a hotkey, and we'll go through that, how to do it. Yeah. I love post-it notes. What a great invention, post-it notes. Who knew? Post-it notes, hey? So cool. All right. So we have on our video, which is F8, to display the video. There we go, F8, and that'll display the video. And if we press 1, it goes back to the beginning, and look at us go. See, there we go. And we've got that. The reason why that is important, we might make that a bit smaller. Why that's important is because I have the cue sheet. Spotting sheet. I'll get the terminology right any day now. The spotting sheet tells me the time code in and the time code out as to what should go where. Now, the only problem is I need to just double check that this, if you can see this, is the same. Now you probably won't be able to hear it, but this timing has got a 1 on it at the start. So I think if mine is that's 10 seconds in, it's just got the 1 there, I think. So that should be all okay. So if I go to mine and go F8 and I go 10 seconds in, that should be okay, I think. 10. That looks exactly the same. So there you go. So if we can compare those two. So that is one version of the video and that's the other. All right. So they're exactly the same there. Oh, so that means it's just a 1 because that is what they're referring to on the spotting sheet. So why is that important? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to add a marker track. Okay, so we want to put markers in to give us an idea of what music we need to bring in or take out or to start or to end at what point in time. And the reference to film is that little timestamp up the top there. So that is fairly important. So let's add a marker track. And you've seen me do this before. And we'll keep it to markers. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go through and say, okay, so our little sheet that I'm referring to, I know you can't see it, but it's one of those things I don't want to share. I haven't gotten permission to share this because it's only for those on their Patreon, but you can give this a go without. And I mean, I showed you that last week, didn't I? Didn't have a spot. Last week, week before, whatever it was. You can give it a go yourself. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just if you want to do it according to a more real life experience, then you can do that. But it's still a choice. So they're suggesting that at about 5 seconds in, 5:15. So if we go back a bit, and this is where zooming in and zooming out is beneficial. So these marks up here are bar marks. So we really need to pick the time here, and we probably want grid snapped off because at the moment we're looking at 4/4 time, 120 beats a minute. So I will be adding a tempo track and possibly a time signature track to do different music at different points throughout the thing. But at least this will give us a good start. So tomorrow's stream is probably when we'll do most of the stuff with the music. And that's where, you know, I'll be mainly doing pretty much getting it done as much as possible. I may not leave it till Sunday night stream. I'll see how I go. So they're saying here at 5:15, which is there, right? So this is where we want to add a mark. Add cycle marker. No, we want a position marker. And we want to put that as, that is the cue number 2, actually. So we actually want, I'm going to put that back to the beginning and go back and put a marker because they've got ID, so I want to keep it consistent with their sheet. So number 1, that's the intro, which is the shot over the ice. Okay, so that's the intro there. And they want subtle, near silent, possibly single instrument. And that's where I'm thinking that piano works. But if you've seen on my channel the chilled music video, that was inspired by Arturia's augmented grand piano, which they're some of the presets said frozen or ice, and I thought, yeah, it does sort of sound cold and, you know, not bleak, but sort of out of the way sort of thing. So I thought, right, well, I might use those instruments for this and see where it goes, and just be very not bleak but subtle, just very subtle. So check out my chilled video for that sort of thing, and I might go for a similar but different piece of music for this. So we start off with the intro. So subtle, near silent, single instrument. So that piano may be the ticket, or that Strezov sampling piano. I'll download it. We'll have a listen tomorrow, see what it sounds like. And then we go to 5:15. So we're looking at the time, not the bar lines there. So we go to 5:15. That was convenient. And we add a marker there. And that is the initial title, which is very convenient indeed. All right. So initial title there. And at the initial title could be silent or a lingering note sound. Interesting. All right, let's go on. So the next spot is, and as I said before, most of this makes sense. We'll play it back afterwards and see where those markers put us, but for the most part, they kind of make sense. All right. So, yeah, Arturia collection. They're 9. Wait for Black Friday, I think, is their biggest sale. Almost everything, their biggest sale is Black Friday. So, yeah, Ashley, I really, I put myself out there when I got Arturia's V Collection 9, and I thought, when am I ever going to use any of this? Wow, I've used so much of it. So much. It is one of the better purchases that I made. I've had a few times of buyer's remorse with a few things going, actually, it's not as good as the demos, and maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I can't make it work as good, but yeah, Arturia, I really do like their products. They're really cool. There's some companies that are just exceptional. Yeah, Black Friday. Start saving your money now. I mean, we're, halfway through May. Give yourself a few months, save up, because I'm don't tell anyone. I'm waiting for Native Instruments Complete. I've still got Complete 13. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to buy anything unless it's on sale. Wait till it's on sale. And apparently they have a summer sale, Native Instruments. Let's see what happens. I've noticed that they've been bringing out lots of expansions and things recently, more instruments. Bit of an indication. Some of those, maybe not all, some might be. So you got to do your math, you got to do your homework, do your research, and if you can be patient, wait, just wait. Pick something else to play with. Really. What am I doing? I have no idea. I get carried away sometimes. Thanks for joining me and sticking around, because I'd question sticking around with me. Okay, now where was I up to? All right, let's look at this. So if we're looking at, I'm just moving this over on my screen. Over there. So the first one is at 5:15. The next one is at 9:09. We want build to main title. There we go. 9:09, build to main title. And what they want there, build to main title. What they want there is introduction of a sense of rhythm and build to the title. So we might put in some percussion, or we might just have the instruments we've chosen to be rhythmical, being mindful that we don't want the music to be over the top of the narrator. So it always wants to be supporting what the creator is trying to convey. We're not the creators here. It's the directors and the producers. This is their baby. We're just here to wrap their baby in a blanket that appeases them. Does that work? Is that a good metaphor for what a composer does? Wraps their baby in a blanket that they like? Anywho, I said it's been a long week. More sleep's needed. All right, so that's 909. 1918. Let's get through this. Oh my goodness. 1918. Let's go to here. And I'm just moving my cursor through here. 1909. There we go. And it's really easy with Snap turned off. Oh, no, what was it? 1918. Sorry. Let's get it right. 18. There we go. Add a marker. And this one, number 4, is title fade to black. Title fade to black. And at this point, they want conclude cue to silence, but not by fading out. So just, stop the music, but not a dead stop, a natural stop. Not a fade, but a natural stop. So if we did, see, a fade as that title goes. I see. See how that works? Nice. So then it's the next bit. So we want 2609, which is there, exactly. So we want to add a marker there, and this one is going to be number 5. These are Adelie penguins. I think that's what he says. And they're so cute. Did you know that penguins mate for life? I'm not sure if it's all breeds or not, but yeah, isn't that romantic? So
These are Adelie penguin.
Adelie penguins, Antarctica, south of Australia. It's down there with the clicky bits. So that's that bit. All right, and then 37.16. So we're getting there. We are getting there, folks. Let's get on with it. 37.16. And we're almost there. 37.16. And this one we're going to be number 6. And it is adapted to life in the cold. And they want to introduce a new sound or element to denote the magic of their environment. Sweet. I'm excited to what I might do there because I've got no clue right now. Okay, so that's adapted to life in the cold. Lovely. All right, number 6. Number 7 we're coming up to blubber and fat and to black. Okay, so that's part of the narrative. It's not personal against me, I'm thinking. So number 7, 48 is 6. Oh dear. 48. I need to 4806. Oh, that's when they're swimming. That's so cool. The underwater shot. I like that. All right. So that one is blubber and fat to black, and it goes to that one.
Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water.
So that bit, modify preceding cue as we move underwater. Ooh. So that's a real... Oh, hang on. Yep, as we move underwater. Yep, that's one. Yep. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, actually. So that's all about transitions, the terrible transitions. I say embrace the transitions. Work on those the most. You never know. My first bit I did was the Bridgerton scoring cue thingy a year ago. Yes, almost a year ago now. How scary is that? And in a few months, it's a few months. It's a bit to go. But yes, in a few months, it'll be a year that I've been doing this, which is really scary. We should have a party. We'll get party hats and things. But yes, transitions, very important, very challenging. Transitioning from one piece of music to the next to make it flow and seem seamless. Say that 10 times really fast. Okay, so we are done number 7. Let's do number 8. 620. Hey, what? 10620. That's better. I can't count. Oh, is that a cute penguin? Right, too far. 20. Okay, another marker. And this one we are going to put in as number 8, skilled hunters. Okay.
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters.
There you go. You said that. Build a new cue with more lower register elements, less whimsical. There's a challenge. Yeah, there's a challenge indeed. Party like it's 2023. Yes, thank you, HM. Yeah, Ashley HM. Yes, absolutely. We can do that. I think that sounds fair. Which for me means that, I'll have a nice cup of tea and I'll be in bed by 8 o'clock. I don't party that much anymore. I'm getting a bit old for partying. But, you're never too old to enjoy oneself at gatherings of peoples. I just don't party like I used to. The hangovers. Anyway, we won't go. I'm digressing again. See, look, procrastination. I'm really good at that. Really good at that. 8. No, that was number 8. Skilled hunters. Let's go to number 9. And that's at, I don't know, what am I looking at? 117. Okay, so okay, 117.07. There we go. That's it. That's the one. Lots of fishies. Lots of fishies. So this one is number 9 and diving underwater. And again, going to black. We want revisit the underwater elements from cue number 7 in tandem with number 8 if possible, finishing to silence. These producers and directors are a little bit demanding, aren't they? No creative license here. It's just want. I don't know. What is that? Oh, my goodness. But it is their baby. We're just here to provide a blanket. That kind of is a good analogy, isn't it? Let's go with it. Let's see what happens. All right. So the last one, number 10. Okay, there's page 2. Okay, so... we continue. Let's get on with this, hey? So we're at the fishies. So number 10 is at a minute 28. Minute 28:04. There we go. And this one is from black, ice melting, birds colony. Birds and then colony. Okay, so that works. You can write. I didn't know you could write so much in the here, but that's cool. That's handy. That's really interesting. And I'll show you in a minute. You can actually colour each one. I think from memory. I think I've done that before. So we're getting. Look, there's the end. We're not far now. Number 11 is a minute 50. You can go backwards. 150:23. Whoop, they're forwards and backwards. And 150:20. I've got to make this bigger. That's interesting. 24 and 51. Why is that? Because it's 24 frames a second. So we're going frame by frame, aren't we? Yes, we are. So cool. Love technology. Technology is awesome. All right. Now, what does it say? 150. 150.23. There we go. 150.23. This is number 11, and we're going to go with building a nest. Excellent. And the next one after that is 157.07. 157.07. There. There we go. I'm just zooming in and out just so it makes it a little bit easier. 157.07, and this one is 2. Defending territory. Now, it does help to have the spotting sheet, because if you were going to be working in this sort of situation, you are just providing that blanket. I'm going to continue using that metaphor. I like that metaphor. I just came up with it. It's mine, by the way. You can't use it. I'm kidding. It's okay. Just want the money for it. There's no money. Who am I kidding? I might be famous one day and get money from all of this. Probably after I die. That's what happens to all of them, really, isn't it? In the meantime, we just do it for fun. Do things that are fun and interesting. Why not? Again, number 13. 2 minutes 06. 206.03. Let's go back a bit. 206.03. There we go. And this one is going to be... No, it's the wrong one. No. I'm just going to enter that and Control Z because it's the wrong timing. I was looking at the wrong bit. 206.06. See, totally wrong. There it is. By 0.03 of a second. 206.06 is incubating the egg. Whoops, what did I do? Press the wrong button. It's okay. I fix. Incubating egg. 216.03. 216.03. Another marker. 216.03. And we do credits for the ice fields. Continuation, but with diminished intensity drive and thinned out instrumentation. I don't know how I'm going to do all this. I'm going to give it a go. It's all up to interpretation. It's all very subjective, isn't it? That's why I've heard that if, for those who do work in the industry and do this as a profession, communication is key. I mean, like any job. I mean, I was a project manager for many, many years. Communication is absolutely imperative. If you don't get the communication right, everything falls apart. 231 on the nose. Final credits. To black. Slow to a conclusion. Try to underscore rhythmically visual transitions. I have no idea what that means, but I'm thinking it has something to do with the film. So let's have another look at the film. Let's find out what this conveys, but also I will bring this here and see how that is the marker track there. And I've got them in the order there. I think... No. I can't remember whether you can actually colour them, question mark. Let's see. Oh, that coloured the final one. Maybe. Let's go through. And can we make these pretty colours? Oh, look, that one's red. Oh, change it to an orange. Look at that. Yellow. Let's do the next one. I reckon I'll have to do this. And didn't know you could colorise them. Which one to do? 34. I always forget as I go. That's okay. I forget everything, so at least I'm consistent. There might be a way, you know, to do this automatically. Comment below if you know how to use Cubase better than me, which is probably most of you. And then you can say, look, Keeonra, what are you doing here? Because you've wasted all our time in doing this stuff. And it's way easier to do it in other ways. You should know better. Possibly. Anywho. But this is sort of getting the job done to a point that's going to be helpful to us. I can't remember which one I'm up to. That looks good so far. That's all good. We're good. Wrong button. We're getting there. And incubating an egg. We'll get up to there. And credits over ice. Look at that. Oh, and I think we've got one more, haven't we? Yeah, we did that red by mistake at the end. So we'll do that colour there. Look at that. Pretty. Okay. So that, follow along as I'll close this one on the left, give us a bit more space. Follow along for the marker tracks and see if you think that what we've got here makes sense. If you didn't have that cue sheet, would you have been able to make sense of it all? Let's see where it goes. So we're following this as the thing up the top goes along.
In one of the harshest environments on Earth, adaptation is essential for survival.
So we're building up to the main title there. I'm just going off by the markers. I'm not looking at the spotting sheet anymore. So title fades to black.
These are Adelie penguins, a species native to the icy waters of the Southern Ocean.
Yeah, bit mischievous. Interesting music.
Despite living in one of the harshest environments on Earth, Adelie penguins are highly adapted to life in the cold.
Yeah, magic environment. Okay, cool. Yep.
Penguins have a layer of insulating feathers that help them stay warm in snow and freezing water.
So a bit of a transition there to a different scene. Yeah.
They also have a layer of fat under their skin, called blubber, that helps them conserve heat.
Ah, warm. Nice. So they're saying lower register instruments.
Adelie penguins are skilled hunters, preying on a variety of fish.
Oh, I'm thinking of a certain cello
they can dive
sound.
to depths of over 500 feet and stay underwater for up to 20 minutes at a time.
Slow build from silence, sparse. Yeah, well that kind of works. See, they're very clever. I know what they're doing with their baby.
In the breeding season, Adelie penguins return to their colonies to mate and raise their young.
Okay, so... Yep.
The male penguins build nests out of rocks and defend their territory against intruders.
Subtly building up because there's intruders. It's like Big Brother, really, isn't it?
The females lay a single egg, which both parents take turns incubating and protecting.
It looks cold there.
Until it hatches. And the circle of life
Aww.
continues.
You just can't help but go, aww. So then the continuation, but diminished intensity, drive and thinned out instrumentation, slow to a conclusion. Well, that's kind of cool. I like it. So, look, the music has a big part to play in this one and needs to be done fairly well. I mean, like everything. Yeah, I know. All right. And of course, if you aren't going to take part, you can share this with the hashtag, whatever it was at the end. I can't remember. There it is. QTube Penguins. Hashtag QTube Penguins. If you're going to give this a go. And I do believe there's quite a number of people giving this one a go. And I do believe it's part of a, if I can remember, of all things, for another piano. Westwood are giving away 3, I think. 3 piano virtual library thingies. With this one, you don't have to be awesome at it. I think it's another random draw, similar to their last sort of competition, but it is one of those things you've got to be in it to win it. In it to win it. So I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot. So let's pick some instruments and at least put something in, okay? So let's close this. That's the hard yards done, right? Having a look at the video, getting something in your head, trying to work out what it all means, what you're going to put where and when, and of course, pretty colours. I haven't put pretty colours on the tracks, but by the morning, my morning, your whatever time it is for you, let's add some instruments. And I'm going augmented. Let's get augmented. Oh, and of course, now we've got augmented brass, which I haven't had too much of a look at. I want to start with grand piano first because that's just going to be the one to go to. I just love these instruments. So good. I'm not going to play with them. You'll have to come back for the next stream to listen to it all. I'm just going to load them up and then we're going to go through, not all of them. I'm going to favourite a few and we'll have a, choose from maybe 1 or 2, or maybe I'll pick them out because that makes, you scroll down, there's a lot. There's a lot. And then you can change stuff. If you've never seen the augmented instrument series from Arturia, honestly, I have lost hours going through these sometimes. And that's just the presets. You can do all sorts of funny things in the back end here. Oh my goodness. But they're very cool. So let's get them loaded up. So we've got augmented grand piano. We're going to have augmented strings. We're also going to have so many presets. Way too many presets. Same like here with the augmented strings. Look. It's just, wow. It is literally, this one says, enormous. Oh. So yes. And I do have some favourites. So I do have my ones that I like. You know what, that doesn't come up. So yes. That's only a few, but there's many more here. And again, scrolling. So, and the good thing about this is that if you know how to use one of these, they're pretty much similar in the back end. If you wish to change all this, like a synthesizer thingy with envelopes and knobs, lots of knobs. I usually go for the presets. It's just easier, and I usually get to a preset and go, oh, that sounds amazing. Go with that. Occasionally I'll tweak. Occasionally. Augmented voices. I love augmented voices. Again, so cool. And again, so many presets. So many presets. But if you actually, HM, you did mention the V Collections 9 earlier. If this comes up on sale again with Arturia, balance your budget appropriately. Cost of living these days is horrendous. So, this is the least of your worries. But if you are in a position to get something like that, again, I am not sponsored by these people at all, but I do use their instruments. I do like their instruments. But I think you can get the augmented series. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you can get the augmented series by themselves, I think. Not sure. But you could get something like Pigments. And that will give you so much. So, again, the brass. I haven't checked out any of the brass ones yet. So, I will have a look at all of this. That's not working for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I know why. Is it because I haven't done this? Or something? No? Why aren't you working? I don't know why. I think it's something to do with my settings because nothing is working at all. Which is bizarre. I don't know why. I'll have to fix that before the next show because an hour is already up, my friends. It is. And I'm going to save that. And that's the hard work done. Oh, yes, there's some great packs for Pigments and the other instruments, but I think everything works on Pigments. I'm not sure. Again, you'll have to check their website, but save up, my friends, for Black Friday sales. Summer sales coming up soon, and then, Carpenter's Halloween. Oh, I do like that pack. That is really cool. If you can, sign up to everyone's email listy thingy, and if you can't buy everything this coming lot of sales, see if you can buy one little thing, because during the year and at the sales, they give you extra discount. Sometimes, not always. Some companies do, and I think that's how I got the augmented grand piano. When they first brought that out, I know what's wrong. Why my piano isn't playing? Because my piano doesn't like me anymore. That's why. You know what they say? If it's not working, turn it off and turn it on again. Well, I do the same with my keyboard. Unplug it and plug it in again. And guess what? And then it works. Who knew? Weltenkinder. Is that correct pronunciation? I learnt German for many years. I'm making an assumption that you are of German heritage, or perhaps from there, but it is an assumption, and that is maybe a little bit rude. I'm not sure. Tell me if you wish. Share if you wish to. You don't have to. It's okay. But yes, augmented grand piano was one that, because I did have augmented strings and voices and the V collection, but I got this for a lot cheaper than the introduction price. So very happy. Fantasy finality. Oh. Isn't that pretty? That's only hitting one key. I think more than anything, these instruments just give you so much inspiration. Oh, I pronounced it well, did I? Dankeschön, Weltenkinder. The W's are V's, usually in Germanic type languages. Did I say that correctly too? I could get myself into trouble real quickly. Apologies to everyone. Just blanket apologies. Oh, dear. Diamond keys. See, this is what happens. I just go, ooh. that sounds so nice. I don't know, I'm just high altitude. I want more of a piano, acoustic grand, acoustic. Yeah, all I am. There we go. Oh, that's nice. See, I'm learning piano. How cool is that? It's not great, but you know, it's better than I was a few months ago. But it does inspire me to play more when I hear things like that. Inner beauty. I need more of that. Actually, I've got lots of inner beauty. I need to unhear the outer. Anywho. Ooh. That's really... Okay, that's just weird. That's a bit too... Need to stick with this, I think. Lost soul. How does that sound? Oh, that sounds really nice. Yeah. I need more practice. But that does, I'm going to favourite that one. I like that one. That's pretty. And then you get to your favourites and you go, I've got lots of favourites. Now what do I do? Must be. Oh, I see. So the Purple Halloween one was, from something else. I see what's going on here. Interesting. The way it works. Anywho, there you go. And wherever you go, there you are. I want to have a look. Just a quickie. Let's just do a quickie. Pick one, dig it. That sounds good. Brassy? Not too sure. Let's try more of the acoustic brass. There's so many. Lo-fi trumpet chorus. That caught my eye. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's lots all night long. So look, lots of different sounds. I don't know what is going to work with this particular project. We'll save that because we've made a start. And I think often that is the hardest part, is making a start. And at least we've gone through and we've added all of the timed markers in, and so we know what sort of music to put where. We just now need to become extraordinarily creative in the next 48 hours or so. If you haven't, check out the QTube website. The link is in the clicky bits down below. While you're there, do the like and subscribe and then ring the cowbell. If you choose to, you don't have to. It's your choice. But I will be doing another stream, so keep an eye out for that one. And the cowbell will help with that. I'm all about getting help, as you might have seen previously as I talked about post-it notes. And at least now, if you want to put the show time code on the video, you go to Studio Setup, Video Player, Show Time Code. There you go. Another day, another post-it note. There's something for a t-shirt, isn't there? Look, thank you for joining me. The next stream will actually make some music. Good, bad or indifferent, depending how my muse is. My muse last week kept me up all night. It was a muse from Halloween. Oh dear, it was a challenge. But yes, anyway, look, on that happy note, until then and a bit more, I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, evening, whatever time it is for you. As so many creative YouTubers say. My friend Laureen says that. Look, it wasn't that melodic this time round, but I hope that's given you a bit of insight as to how you can put markers into a track. And we'll see how those markers help us to guide our music and guide things like time signatures and all of that sort of thing, and tempo changes in tomorrow. I want to play with tempo changes and time signatures and that sort of thing, just to be a bit more creative and see what happens. You never know. It may not make people's ears bleed. You never know. That's the goal. If we start off with our expectations really low, music may happen. That could go well on a t-shirt too. Music may happen. May happen. Music. I mean, really. Anyway, take care, everyone. And look, thank you, Ashley HM and Velton Kinder. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund, for joining. And I shall see you in the next one, which will be very soon. Keep an eye out for that one. Take care.